Well, as American troops and other nations left Afghanistan, many innocent Afghans are now struggling.
And there are concerns about safety, especially with children. UNICEF CEO Michael Nienhuis is joining us now to talk a little bit more about their efforts. Hello to you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Okay, I want to begin with this idea that already Afghanistan is a very dangerous place for children, probably one of the most dangerous. So I'm wondering, everything that's happening right now, how does that add to some of their troubles and what they're seeing there at this moment?
Well, obviously, it's a very difficult situation for children there. It has been for a long time. You know, UNICEF has worked in Afghanistan for over 65 years. We have a long history of working to benefit children during all kinds of times of transition and conflict and all of that. So we're well aware of the conditions for children. You know, we're concerned about 10 million children right now that need humanitarian assistance, a million of them who face acute malnutrition coming into the winter months there. The 4 million children that have been out of school and need access to school. So it's a serious concern, and UNICEF is on the ground trying to make a difference.
Michael, can you talk about the situation and how it's evolved in the 6 decades that you described here, particularly how you would compare their plight now that the Taliban is in total control, and how would you compare it to other impoverished nations, nations in Africa and in Asia?
Well, I mean, I think the situations are similar when you have organizations like UNICEF who are providing clean water because that's too scarce of a commodity. When you have a million children who may be suffering acute malnutrition. These are the kinds of statistics that you see all over the world in the poorest countries and in places of conflict where people have been displaced. This is what happens when conflict rages for a long time, when governments can't get a handle on all of the basic services that they need, that the people need in a country. We see this all around the world, and of course are seeing it in Afghanistan too.
And now that the Taliban is in total control, how has that, how has that moved in the last 3 or 4 months?
Well, we've been working in the country as it's been divided, over the last number of years, and most recently in countries that were controlled by the former government and by the Taliban. We're able to work in both places. Our focus is on getting to the kids that are most in need, and these are the issues that we've been dealing with. And I would say, adding on top of those ongoing concerns we have, there's still a number of people, thousands of them, that are displaced from their homes there and in displaced people camps there that we're serving as well. So the needs are really great, and gratefully for UNICEF, we've been there a long time. We've got 300 staff on the ground that are doing their work every day to benefit kids, and we're going to stay and do that.
Okay, it's so difficult to watch those pictures, really heartbreaking, of those kids just struggling right now. How can people at home here in America help some of those children in Afghanistan right now?
Yeah, well, the first thing we need to do is remember that they're still there and they still do need our help. And as news cycles move on and off, we just got to remember that the people of Afghanistan still need our help. We'd love for them to visit our website, unicefusa.org/helpafghanistan, and pitch in and help out.
Okay, Michael Nienhuis with UNICEF. We appreciate your time.
Thanks for your concern.
Appreciate it.